Командир, оружие подвешено.
Slightly outnumbered. I'm on blue flag. The EWR does appear to be set up, but it's not very useful. But Cold War's empty at the moment, so I needed my MiG-21 fix, and this is the only place to get it right now. Okay, flaps set, trim set, everything looks good. Oh, he does not look like he's doing very well. Looks like he stalled out. Came off the runway quite late as well, so he probably burst his tyres. Gotta be really careful with the MiG-21. He's still flying. He's trailing back there. Just see him flying over that town now. I really wish we just had AWACS. It'd be so much easier to use. 076 for 60. I don't know if that's from me or from Bullseye. I assume from me. .064 for 25, we should have him on radar once I switch this on. It's quite low, so I will also get quite low. I see Tracer. That'll be probably him taking ground fire. Maybe the other MiG-21 though. Definitely something. Funny the radar's not picking him up. I guess he is kind of low. Let's see, what is that? That is sure as shit an A-10. It's about to be a dead A-10. Very dead after that. He's toast. It's not even flaring. Don't know why. I would be if I was him. Looks like that missile missed. Failed to track. Point wasting another missile on this. Oh, overshot. Too much closing speed. It's alright. We'll come around again. There's not much he can really do to defend himself at this point. Looks like he might be on one engine. I just want to make sure he doesn't make it home, because if he doesn't make it home, he loses a life. He's already struggling as it is. I don't know where my teammate's gone. I also don't know if this guy's got an escort. I hope he doesn't. Oh, I think he's belly landed. Yeah, he has. Like that. He's dead as fuck. Sure did a number on that airfield though. So I did waste a missile on that guy. Didn't track, it wasn't a very good angle. And he was already taking ground fire from man-pads and artillery, so really I didn't need to fire it. Better safe than sorry, as they say. Probably gonna have nothing else on the EWR. I'll try it. Oh, here we go. TF-50, wow, TF-51, really? 051 for 42. I'm not even sure if I can get a heated track on him, to be honest, but we'll try it. We'll see. Now they're flying out of Krasnodar, which means he's basically off my nose. He's probably just taken off or just landing. So, for those who haven't played on Blue Flag, the TF-51 is a logistics unit. It's purely out of the fact that it's a free module, so anyone can fly it. Obviously, an Mi-8 makes more sense for logistics, but the Mi-8 is a paid module, so for the sake of keeping things accessible, people use the TF-51 to ferry fuel and weapons around between airfields. So if I can pop this guy, I might be able to mess up their logistics a bit. You literally just played this song, YouTube. What the fuck? I love when it does that. Okay, I gotta be careful. I'm getting near one of their airfields now. Now, from what I recall, this server does have AI interceptors, so I might at least be able to get a fight by baiting them up. My main concern here is getting jumped. Now, these guys are mostly flying F-86s, so I'm not too concerned, but I've got to watch out both for SAMs and manpads from the base, and also for the F-86 is jumping me. I mean, I can just run away from them easily if they do get on my tail, but I'm going to have trouble actually seeing them. Get rid of the belly tank because it's empty. Bomber inbound to Crimps, you say. Well done. I can fix that. We'll use the RSBN to get over there, so channel 2. I do know it's behind me roughly to my west, well, southwest, so we'll head over that direction. Keep an eye out for anything coming up from that direction. Krasnodar is over that a ways. don't see any specs on the horizon, so we should be good for now. Friendly aircraft up to my left, that'll be that other MiG-21. He's probably going to try and intercept the enemy bomber. Now, I'm not sure if the aircraft called near Krimsk is that bomber, or if it's the A-10, like if he hasn't despawned yet. The EWR and the scripts on this can get a bit buggy, so it can be hard to tell at times what's going on. If I see a contrail, I'll know it's the bomber. A10 047 for 9.6, you say? Well then. And he's on the deck, absolutely in the weeds. Gone past him. Just double check again. 002 for 5 kilometers. Okay. Haven't got him on radar, but he's so low, I'm probably not going to see him on radar. Basically trying to find a needle in a haystack at the moment. An A10 at ground level. No AWACS. $192 for 7.3. Not sure if these are players at AI or some combination thereof, to be honest. Looking for specks above the horizon. Still nothing on the radar, which is not a surprise. Thing is, I could wait until he gets next to Krimsk and the anti-aircraft starts lighting him up. He'll be easy to see then. The problem is I want to try and intercept him before he gets to his target. And that's really difficult when he's so low to the ground. .055 now for 8.1. I probably passed right by this guy so many times. Imagine having vertical scan, or, you know, look down, shoot down capability. That'd be so nice to have right now. But, you know, it's not how we do things in the MiG-21 BIS. It's got to be here somewhere, unless the EWR's throwing false targets, or unless it's referenced from Bullseye, both of which are entirely possible. But I should have seen this guy by now, surely. just glad that they don't have any F5s airborne. Oh, they're both players, and they're both working together. Okay. How am I on fuel? Still good. Krimsk. So they're right by Krimsk. 186. For 20. Unfortunately, this low to the ground, my RSBN isn't getting the radio signal it needs to go into the right bearing. Otherwise, I could use that to guide me to Krimsk and then fly visual from there. But this slowdown, she don't work. Same as the TACAN on the Tomcat, you've got to have some altitude to actually unmask the antenna. He's around here somewhere. He's got to be close. Now they're over by a Napa. They're probably trying to strike up a Napa. They're not going to catch us on the ground, but I'd say that's what they're looking to do. .129 for 8.1. See, it says he's right around here, but I have not seen him. If I can at least get to the airbase at Krimsk and see if he's hanging around there. Do I have any smoke trails behind me? Just my own. I don't do enough low altitude work in the MiG-21. I don't do enough low altitude work in general, actually. So he's directly behind me, apparently. God, he's so low. And oh, that's an old contact. That's like 3 minutes ago. We'll head back to Anapa and see if we can see anything there. Should probably turn my radar back to standby for now as well, just in case. Don't want to burn it out. I'm just going to do a pop-up so I can get the RSBN bearing for an upper. Oh, no we're not. Hello. Hello. I know a missile trail when I see one. So he's over here. Or something's over here. Problem is going to be seeing him. Radar's not going to help much at this altitude and at this range. I'm carrying heaters anyway. They're not very sensitive ones and they're not all aspect, they're rear aspect only. I can just see him. If I can get low enough to... Oh, hello. There you are. There's something. Probably not friendly. I'm going to need to visually ID it. That's an A-10. Track, please. Went for a flat. Just fix my view here so I don't get all discombobulated. Lost visual. Oh, there he is. He's going under me. Lost visual again. He's over the town. I'm starting to get a little low on fuel. I'm going to need to return to base soon. There he is. Oh, just about nicked him with the guns. There he goes. Got a con coming as well, that might be that bomber. Finally a hit. Looks like he's gonna crash. Nope, maybe not. Oh, I'm not opposed to giving him another. I'll have you, buddy. I will have you if it's the last thing I do. Out of missiles. Does this guy think just I'm a MiG-21, I can't go slow or something? Jesus. Okay, I need to RTB. One more pass and RTB, whether I get him or not. I don't have the fuel to play this game with him. Oh my god, he's actually on my sims. Okay, well, we're just gonna dive away from this shit. Whatever, he's gonna have to go home now. I might not have actually killed him, but he's gonna have to RTB sooner or later. And now I will get some altitude so I can figure out where my cop, or not my cop, sorry, where an upper is from here. See, this is the issue with engaging A-10s. They carry so many flares and so much chaff as well, but especially flares. Your missiles don't have a real great chance of tracking them, especially because some of those shots weren't very good. I couldn't see him against the ground. I was just relying on the actual missiles to tell me where he was. And then once you're getting close, now the MiG-21 can fly slow. It doesn't like doing it though. You've got to be really careful. And so once he got low and slow and just started throwing the thing around, theoretically, yes, I could have killed him, but it was too risky for me. I would have got myself killed in the process. So it was better for me to just disengage and head back home. I think he may have crashed. There's a big smoke pall over there. Okay, Anapa should be right around here somewhere. Just off the nose. 17 kilometers. Well, that was a bit of excitement at least. No. Sorry, I was trying not to jolt the track eye around too much, but I need to see what I was actually doing there. Here we go. Oh, yep, they've been busy at an up. Good thing I wasn't on the ground when they visited. Oh shit, they're still fucking attacking it? What? Something just blew up. But I'm desperately low on fuel. Okay, there's a B1 incoming. Shit, I need to get turned around in a hurry. I really need to get turned around in a hurry. I do not want to be on the ground when that B1 gets hit. I almost feel like I should revert to my usual loadout of 2 R3s and 4 R60s, just if I'm dealing with A10s, because I need the extra missiles. It's only 1 A10 at the moment though. Everyone's flying F-86s, which is interesting. Either these guys don't have the F5, or they just bought the F-86 and want to test it out, or something, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would willingly fly an F-86 when there's MiG-21s on the other team. It's suicide. Oh, fuck me, that is a big mess. Right, I'm just going to chuck a U-turn right here and rearm on the runway, because I need to get off the ground as soon as physically possible. No, I'll just stick to the 4 R13s, fuck it.
Запрыжка по плану.
I'm in a rush.
Перезарядка по плану.
Okay, flaps are set. Need to retrim. Trim set. Damp is off.
Hey, what are you doing?
What indeed? Yep, I'm good to go. As soon as I'm refueled and rearmed, I'm fucking out of here. That B1 was 30 kilometers away and those things move quick, so... Fingers crossed he was outbound. Judging by the massive crater right behind me, he might have already hit the place and be on the way home. I'm not certain. But there's also that A10 to worry about. He will be RTB with that much damage, but... I don't know. I really get kind of jittery on the ground like this. Oh my god, we are so outnumbered as well. But see, everyone's flying F-86s and stuff. There's no F-5s, so at least I don't have to worry too much about the fighter threat. I'd have to fuck up pretty badly for an F-86 to kill me. Which, as you guys know from watching me, I am perfectly capable of doing. Colossal fuck-up describes me pretty well. Jinx yourself, yeah, I know, right? Come on, ground crew, hurry the fuck up. Put some skates on it. Get in an F5, I'll find you. Oh my god, please no. Please no. Pom, I feel like you could actually put me to shame in an F-86 against my MiG-21. Like, here's the thing, you say you're not that good, but you understand the fundamentals of BFM a lot better than I do. I just kind of, like, throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Like, I'm more of a practical person than a theory person. What am I doing? Okay. Right. Refueling's done. Rearm. Yes, we are rearmed. But they haven't put the belly tank on yet, because it hasn't reset. Oh no, they have. Is that a realism setting now? Is that a... Oh, no, there we go. Okay, no, they just took a while to do it. I'll actually set that a bit low, just so I have some margin of error there. Right, rake off. Let's go. Let's get off this damn runway. A10, 085 for 52. Oh, he's got sabers with him now. He actually has an escort, that's cute. We'll deal with them first, then we'll kill the A10. Geometry, you literally have to approach it like a high school math problem. No wonder I'm fucking terrible then. When I see people Argentine and move and shit, I just imagine lines from me to them. Yeah. See, I'm not good at maths. I have, I guess, kind of an intuitive feeling of some of that stuff, but... Getting, like... This is a problem I have with a lot of stuff. I know the theory, but actually putting it into practice is really hard because my brain just, like, vacates my body when I'm doing something that's actually, you know, important. If that makes sense. Let's turn this on. Medium altitude. Well, actually I'll leave it in low altitude because I'm not likely to be more than about 2,000 feet off the ground. 081. Yep. Off the nose. He's on the deck, 157 meters. The Saber's slightly higher, about 1,500 feet. I want to pop his escorts, then pop him, if I can. I mean, I'll take whatever order I can get, but I want to get rid of those Sabres quickly. Because they might be carrying AIM-9s. Now, I'm not sure if the Sabre in DCS gets an actually useful AIM-9 or if it carries the GAR-8, but in any case, if they have missiles, they are actually vaguely threatening. If they're just guns only, then I don't have to worry about them. All I have to do is just firewall the throttle and they can't touch me. Of course, the problem is, at this low of an altitude, my radar is essentially useless. It's highly unlikely I'll even see them. There's the airfield, they're going to be around here. .080 now. 10 kilometers and not on radar. Let's look for specs. There? Nope. .351. Yeah, so I went right past the Sabre. Don't you just love how hard it is to spot aircraft in DCS? I wish it had the thing Cliffs of Dover does, where occasionally you'll actually see a bright flash of light where the sun glints off their wings. But you know, we can't have that because that might actually make combat possible without relying on your radar. I'm gonna waste half my fuel looking for these guys, that's the problem here. And again, this is why we really need AWACS on this server. And the fact that Red is consistently screwed when it comes to external SA is kind of telling of which team a lot of the people have a certain, shall we say, favoritism for. Because, I mean, fair enough, while we have flankers, we don't need it as much, but when you are restricted to MiG-19s and 21s, relying on shitty EWR that half the people in this server don't even set up properly, and doesn't tell you anything useful anyway, we gimped quite badly compared to Blue. They're so low to the fucking ground, I can't see them. Let's do a beat up of the airfield and see if we can actually pick out where they are. They're hanging out around the town, I think. That's the problem. Every time I come close, they just start hiding in the buildings. I know they're here, though. They are definitely here. Sitting there laughing at me. Ho ho ho, look at the blind MiG-21. Can't see anything outside. Come on, you little fuckers. Show yourselves. Sabre 006 for 22. Oh, they've egressed, I guess. Right. Chase them. Yeah, no, I understand what you're talking about, Pom, and I can do that with I can do that to an extent. Not so much in DCS, but with other things. Oh, hello, hello, friends. Oh, it's so nice of you to appear on my radar. We're on. I think they're running for home too, which is great because it means it's going to give me an easier shot with these IR missiles, which are rear aspect only. Oh, he's climbing. He's climbing. Why would you climb against a MiG-21? No tone? What? There we go. There he is. Failed to track. But I have him visual now. I have him in my pocket. Come on, buddy. Splat. There goes one. Let's go find his friend. .075 for 22. These are 3-minute-old reports, though. I'll just get low, I might be able to pick them back up then. Just kind of waggle the nose back and forth. Which is the MiG-21's equivalent of horizontal scan, because it doesn't have any kind of azimuth scan on the radar. It's fixed horizontally, it only scans elevation. So you need to kind of bank it gently from side to side to pick stuff up. It's actually got a very primitive form of vertical scan in that the radar is permanently looking upwards and ahead of you. Get rid of the belly tank. See, this is the thing, once I actually get them in sight, fighting against Sabres is basically clubbing baby seals in the MiG-21. They basically have no recourse against me unless they either catch me taking off or landing, or they're carrying a Sidewinder and they catch me at a really bad moment, but they can't catch me otherwise. They literally cannot keep up with me. I'm not even an afterburner, and right now I'd be outrunning them. Picking up radar behind me, which is interesting. Let's clear our tail. That's a friend. Buddy spike, buddy spike. Watch him shoot me down. Oh, it's not him! Oh! Oh, hello! Disregard, I have a Sabre on top of me. Just by Krimsk, slightly north of the lake. Is that a second one? That looks like a second one. We'll go for the low guy and then deal with the high one. I'm not sure they're carrying missiles, but I'm going to flare just in case. Where'd the other one go? One Sabre splashed, I still got one, can't see him, but he's nearby. Just to the northwest, correction, northeast of Krimsk. Northeast of Krimsk. I don't even know if these guys are on SRS, but whatever. There he is, smoke trail behind me. I've lost sight of him, but I know he's down there. He's crossing to my left, down here. How's my fuel? Still good. Still got plenty of fuel. No smoke trail behind me other than my own. We'll go high. It's the sun. Aha! Please fire again. There's a shoot. That's the other guy I popped. He's down here somewhere. I just saw ground fire go up at him. Unlocked. There he is, smoke trail in my 6. Well, in my 7, really. What are you doing, bro? Do you really think you're gonna follow a MiG-21? Alright, lost him there for a sec. There he is. What are you doing, dude? Why are you trying to go vertical with a MiG-21? What the fuck? Alright, well. Let's see who's better at this game. Oh, he's actually closing. Go high again. He's staying close enough I can't turn in on him horizontal, but at the same time he can't catch me in the vertical. For reasons that should be fairly obvious. The only problem is I can't see him when he's directly behind me, and I don't want to let him get too close. Okay, I'm going to come out of emergency burner. Get away from him, put some distance in there. Got a Sabre chasing me back towards an upper. He's not very smart. I think he's going to follow me all the way out. Oh, I don't even have a teammate. They all disconnected. Right then. Well. Whatever. How far back is he? Probably far enough that I can double back into him for a missile shot now, to be honest. We'll just see if EWR has an up-to-date report on him. No, it's all quite old. No sign of a smoke trail, so he's either turned cold, or he's far enough back that it's not rendering. Oh, there we go. Right off the nose, right there. Is this head on? Probably. Man, is he smoky. sees me. Wake up, please, missiles. No, he's giving me a nose aspect. Doesn't like... Oh, that looks like a A-10, actually. Is he seriously still flying with all that damage on him? Yeah, he is. Where's our saber buddy? Back there, behind me. Oh, there he is. He's a lot closer than I thought he was. Okay, we're pretty low on fuel, so I just need to RTB now. He can chase me back to an upper if he wants. Hey, Gnex! Oh my god, shut up, dude. Remind me I turn that off, because I'm going to need it once I take off again. Everyone is going blue. Oh my goodness. They're all doing logistics work though, that's interesting, and I've seen this on blue flag before. All the blue players jump on and do logistics while the red players aren't on the server. Which tells me two things. First of all, that blue will do whatever they can to get the advantage, and second, that red don't actually give a shit about logistics, which they probably should. Okay, we'll try turning the SPO back on. Yeah, he's lost interest, or at least got far enough away that he can't block me anymore. How much fuel am I on? Fumes, basically. I'm not going to do a circuit, I'm just going to go straight in from this side because I don't have the fuel to risk it. Now, which way does the runway run? This way, okay, good. What? I'd guess, but I'm kind of tied up at the moment trying to land. Interesting. He is going to try and pop me as I land, I guess. Okay, we'll clear the crater. Yep. Thought so. Hope it was worth it, dude. Of course, the Sabre only has 50 caliber machine guns. The MiG-21, as we've established, is robust as fuck. 121 kilos of fuel, Jesus Christ, I cut that way too close. I really don't know why these guys are flying sabers against the 21, but hey, if that's what they're into, I won't kink shame. I might actually taxi off the runway if they're just going to strafe up the airfield. I want to be in some clutter so they can't hit me very easily. I'll go park up in the middle of that shit over there. Symbolizes North Korean oppression in 2019. I don't know, I never really associated the MiG-21 with North Korea. I mean, I never really paid much attention to North Korea, to be totally honest with you. I've always associated the MiG-21 with the Soviet war in Afghanistan, East Germany, you know, North Vietnam. And before he dwells till he take off to spawn kill, he can if he wants. He was getting shot up pretty badly just for that one guns pass. I think he may have damaged my generator. I'll have to double check. I think that's the generator light that's blinking. Oh fuck it, we'll park here. I think he's gone home or got shot down, one of the two. Now to get the thing refueled before the engine dies. 4% fuel. Yeah, no, I know, Pom, but I don't know, I never really associated the MiG-21 itself with North Korea. Same as I never associated the 29 with it, even though they use that as well. Tell you what else I associate the MiG-21 with, the Yugoslavs. I have some awesome Yugoslav skins for this thing. Unfortunately, I can't use them on Blue Flag. So we got one Sabre left. Oh my god, 3 A10s. Ooh. Ooh, it is time to club some seals. Yeah, no, of course they'd say that. Like, why would they give him Su-27? I'm surprised they gave him MiG-29s, to be honest. I think we're good. I mean, I obviously can't inspect the aircraft for damage because there's no external view, but I think we're good. Probably just peppered a couple rounds into the tailplane and that was it. Either we are leaking radar coolant, or we run out of it. I don't know if the ground crew replenish it. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was doing some reading, because like, I've never really read that much about North Korea, to be honest. I was doing some reading, and one of the things that always got me was that until, I think it was like until the 70s or the 80s, their economy was like seriously stronger than South Korea's, which I guess kind of makes sense, because usually with a planned economy you have a period of really good growth and then it just dies on its ass, which is exactly what happened in the Soviet Union. Like the Soviet Union in the basically after Stalin died from the 50s through to the sort of mid to late 60s was doing quite well economically, and then they just shat their fucking guts out. Which of course was not helped by a mixture of Brezhnev's incompetence, Afghanistan, and Chernobyl's cleanup, but you know. I do not like the fact I'm getting the radar warning light. I mean, we can fly without it, technically. Most of what I'm doing is visual, but... I feel like that might need a full aircraft repair to actually replenish, or just spawn a new aircraft, which I don't want to do. But at the same time, if I try and repair the MiG-21, it's bugged and it'll drop me on my nose gear and collapse it, so... But every minute I spend on the ground is another minute for someone to jump in and fucking strafe me, so... You know what, fuck it. We'll fly it old-fashioned. Totally visual. It'll be a challenge, but it'll be fun. Track out just arrived, full week earlier than anticipated. Excellent! Now you can play with us. Just get yourself a nice profile set up. Took me a while to find one that was comfortable for me, but I think I've got it more or less perfected now. But I found that once I did get it, it became very easy to track things. Like, it didn't take me much time to adjust to just following things with my head. I gotta be careful, actually. I got my flaps out. I don't want to start an actual takeoff roll on the taxiway. I mean, I could. Pretty sure blue flag kicks for that, but there's no one on here to see me do it. So we're sitting on 2 kills, both F-86s. I've shot up an A-10 very badly, but he's still flying around, attacking targets near Crims. When I last saw him, he was trailing enough black smoke to rival the Kuznetsov, but, you know, it's an A-10, so it doesn't care. That was the result of 2 missiles detonating right behind him on flares, 1 missile detonating on him, like physically it hit him, it didn't proxy fuse. And then me putting a quick burst of guns in as I passed him nose on, which may or may not have hit. So yeah, A-10, very strong. Going for the synthwave meme. No, I just like this music. Like, I got a mix of stuff on this playlist. There's a lot of Russian stuff. Well, a mix of Russian and Soviet stuff. Some of it's pretty old. Bit of synthwave. Bit of the stuff I usually listen to when I'm driving. Should listen to yours. Yeah, yours is just everything. I'm kind of the same with my taste in music. There's not a lot that I won't listen to, and I don't really, like, genre isn't so much what defines my taste in music as individual songs and artists. I know everyone sort of memes like, oh, I listen to everything except rap and country, like, I even listen to those, it's just certain artists I listen to. We're having this song again, I guess. YouTube likes repeating itself, but this is a good song, and it doesn't get the video muted, so we'll go with it. Okay. Oh yeah, I should probably hurry up and get off the ground before someone shoots me. Trim it out, flaps good. We do have missiles, yes. And a belly tank. Find only like 1 to 3 songs per artist. Most artists that I do really like, I like basically all their songs, but some more than others. And there are some artists that I've only heard one of their songs and I listen to it a lot, and then I'll come back years later and go, oh hey, they did other songs too, and those are really good as well. This is a really good MiG-21 song. MiG-21, Autumn, this song, all we're missing is slightly shittier weather and it'll be perfect. And then Red Line by Laserhawk is like the F-14 low-level valley flying song. I'm tempted to just later on jump on Caucasus, just single player, in the F-14 and just fly the valleys with that plane. Yeah, our radar's cooked, unfortunately. Whatever. At least the A-10 will be easy as fuck to see. And the F-86 is smoky. There's only one F-86... Oh shit, there's an F-5 now. I might actually be in trouble. This is the kind of song that we should have had playing for one of 345th's Chechnya missions. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this song was played very heavily during Chechnya. It's got that feel to it. I mean, the title is literally "I'm So Scared." This is actually this band is one that one of my viewers put me onto the other day in chat. The Russian guy that came in and said he was, you know, learning English through watching streams. And I thought the name sounded familiar, and then when I looked up this song, I knew I'd heard it before. A friend of mine he's Australian. He's living in St. Petersburg at the moment, teaching English. He sends me different Russian artists that he's found living over there that he thinks I'll like, and this is one of them. I hadn't heard it for that long. The problem is, like, I forget the names of all these artists and all these songs. So it was nice to figure out what one of them was after so long not hearing it. There was another one that was like really basically Russian Joy Division, and I can't remember for the life of me what the name of the band was. I mean, this is kind of Joy Division-ish as well, to be honest. What plane is free? The Su-27T and the TF-51D, I believe. So the Su-27T is like a Flaming Cliffs 3 level sort of fidelity module. It doesn't have the clickable cockpit and all the extra features, but it still flies, you know. It has a proper flight model and everything, it's just the systems aren't modeled as much. Whereas the TF-51, I believe, is full fidelity, but is a trainer aircraft. Just that, yeah. If you're looking to get into DCS and you don't want to spend too much, Flaming Cliffs 3 is pretty good because it gives you a lot of aircraft for just a single price. With that said, they are lower fidelity, so again, the systems aren't fully modeled in that module. Although the flight models are mostly there. But there is a sale on at the moment, so most modules in the game are 50% off at the moment. So it's a good chance to get in and buy a couple of aircraft you're really interested in while they're cheap. 088 for 83. This guy is so low to the ground. He does not want to get seen. Watch out for smoke trails. Now that they have an F5, and especially with my radar being out of commission. Buy the Mirage? Yeah, the Mirage is a good plane. I mean, well, it has issues because Razbam, but as an aircraft, it's pretty cool. I haven't done much flying in it because I haven't figured out how to start the thing yet from cold, but flying it just dogfighting with guns only has been a blast. It handles beautifully. Then again, I should put out a disclaimer. So anytime I say an aircraft handles beautifully, bear in mind, I'm an old-fashioned pilot. If it flies beautifully, that means it handles like a World War II fighter to me. Not something fly-by-wire that flies itself. For instance, I think the Harrier flies really nicely. I think this thing flies nicely most of the time. What's the issue with Razbam? They take on too many projects and don't really finish them. Like, the Mirage and the Harrier are very old modules and they still have stuff wrong with them that hasn't been fixed, because Razbam just keep picking up new projects before they finish the last one. I mean, it's good to have more aircraft in DCS, and at least visually the level of quality is very high. They have very good artists, but I just wish they'd kind of slow their roll a little bit and finish the modules a bit more before they release them. Because the MiG-19, for instance, it still needs flight model work. When it released, the flight model was quite broken, even though it was supposed to be released feature complete. Breaking some windows down here, don't mind me. Su-27. I've gone past him, I guess? Radio tower off to the left there. (213) for 23. Ah, so he's over near that radio tower. Helps if I arm the guns, hey. Why he just fly no fight? Because I'm trying to find a guy to fight him. There's an A-10 around here somewhere and he's right on the ground and my radar's broken at the moment, it overheated. So I'm trying to find this guy, but he is really hard to see. 212 for 11.6. I'm going to slow down a bit. Oh, he's climbed. Oh, hello. Might be able to see a spec if he's climbed up. Heading. Oh, but that's an old contact. I keep forgetting to check the age on these EWR. I keep thinking they're like AWACS and they're instantaneous, but no. Oh, hello! What are you? I think that might be the same A-10 I was engaging before. Nope, he's not smoking. Now the big challenge is trying to keep my eyes on him. He's so difficult to see. And he's so slow. There he is. Head on pass. Ooh, cheeky. Well, you do that if you want, buddy. I'll just go around. Oh, there's two! That's a fucking Sabre right there. I'll deal with the Sabre first. He's the biggest threat. Cop that. Wow. kill him. Intriguing. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. I need to RTB right now. I think that A-10 actually just popped me with a fucking Sidewinder, the cheeky bastard. So I'm gonna RTB. And then we will replane once I've landed this thing. Cheeky little sod. Well, I got the Saber at least. I didn't think I did, because he was still flying, but I think I popped his tail, and he was just spiraling upwards out of control. Why am I using this plane? Because this plane's fun, and this is a Cold War server, so it's only older aircraft. The MiG-21 does have agility, you just need to know how to use it. At high speed it turns quite well, and at low speed it can't turn, but it can pull its nose around. It can pull a very high angle of attack, which other aircraft can't. And because of the wing design, if you do that at low speed, you can really bleed airspeed in a hurry. So you can't Cobra maneuver as such, but you can do a bit of a tail stand and roll over, and force someone to overshoot you quite easily. If you put basically any player in DCS, except maybe a handful, in an F-14 and put me in this, and give us guns only, I guarantee you I will win 90% of those fights. That, or the times I die will be because I did something stupid, like stalled at low altitude. Like, the MiG-21 is a lot more dangerous than people give it credit for. I mean, look, Pom, you've seen what I did to Tawny in this thing. Yeah, in the F5 you'll beat me. That's why I said F-14, because that's what everyone thinks is the best plane ever, right? And it's easy to kill with this, because it can't see you and you can see it, and you can turn inside it. Meanwhile, I may be slightly lost. But at least I would have lost him off my tail. Interesting. I can't call ATC for an upper. I need to get some altitude so the RSBN will lock onto it. Unless the RSBN's been knocked out, which is very possible actually. I also have no idea how much fuel I have left. I'm not sure if I'm leaking or not. I don't think I am. I don't see a smoke trail coming out of me other than my exhaust. So I should be good. Clear cockpit? Yeah, I finally got it. So, here's the thing though, I liked having the excess sealant around the cockpit and having the serial numbers on it, but the dirt was the problem. So what I want to do is I want to figure out how the how the channels for the cockpit textures work, so I can go and put those back, but without the dirt. Because I don't mind if I have a slight disadvantage, it's just that the amount of crap on the canopy before was too much. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be getting a new cockpit for the MiG-21 soon, as part of its midlife upgrade. Allegedly it's happening. I've seen word that it's happening from Leatherneck, but I just don't know how far along they are with it. More Mirage dogfights as the server's populated? Sweet. I'm probably going to play on here for a bit, then see if Cold War's populated, since I like that server better than this one for the MiG-21. And then I might do some other stuff later. I think Shogun, if he's around today, might be up for some more F-14 as well. DCS Cold War will never be... I know, right? Like, the first week or two that I saw it on the server list, I was in there quite often, and if you go through my clips, a lot of my F5 kills, especially the one where I got tagged with a missile and then killed the guy, tagged by guns and then killed the guy that shot me with a missile, That was in DDCS, Bush War, but yeah, it was busy for like a week and then just people stopped playing there. I haven't seen it populated for about probably a month now. Which is a real shame. We need more older Cold War servers. The older aircraft don't get enough love. They're a lot more fun to fly, in my opinion. I mean, I'm obviously heavily biased, but... Also, I'm still trying to work out which one song it is that keeps getting stuff muted. I actually found out there was another one that got me muted on YouTube in the last video, so I've got to edit that out, but... That was Ziliona, was it? Yeah, Ziliona Trava, so I've got to remember that, just in case it does get muted, I know which song it was. I've narrowed it down, I think it's that, or maybe one of the others. MiG-19 did not help? In what sense? Oh, the Red 4 ruining the balance of the place? Yeah, no. I wouldn't say they're equal to a MiG-21 as the F-4. The F-4 has much better radar and BVR capability. The MiG-21 has no BVR and a very crappy radar. In terms of BFM, yeah, I'd say that's actually a very true statement, but otherwise, no. I would say the closest equivalent of the F-4 in anything but BFM would be a MiG-23, which we don't have yet. Vietnam says otherwise. I know, but Vietnam was... Vietnam had a very good, sophisticated, integrated air defense system with ground controllers. And their pilots also exploited mixed tactics of using the the fucking MiG-17s to get in close, and then the MiG-21s to swoop in while the Americans were distracted. We can't do that in DCS because people don't coordinate that well. I know I'm near an upper, it's behind me somewhere, I just gotta find it. Here's a real question for the ages. If I land and then eject, does that count as a life being used? Because I want to see an external view of this aircraft. I want to see what damage that missile did, or guns. I assume it was a missile. I think the A-10 put a Sidewinder up me. No, I don't know, dude. I honestly do not think the MiG-21 is the equivalent of an F-4. Not when it's not being used as part of, you know, an integrated system. The way it's used in DCS on PvP servers, I wouldn't say it's the equivalent. Close, but not quite. And this is the problem I have with people using, you know, 2nd, 3rd, 4th gen terminology. That doesn't really apply to Soviet aircraft, because you've got basically the Phantom falls square between the MiG-21 and the MiG-23, honestly. Like, the Soviet aircraft didn't really align with the whole generation thing. Oh, there goes the engine. Well, we're not going to be able to land at an upper because I couldn't find it before the engine died. We're out of fuel. Yeah, so I did have a bit of a fuel leak. It's alright. We might not be able to make an upper airport, but we'll land in this. We'll get rid of the lid just in case. The only problem is it really wants to roll right. Oh, sorry, left. So I gotta hold the stick way over right to compensate. Which is not easy to do. Oh, it's a little harder than I wanted, but we're down. Easy. Okay, this is going to count as me using a life, I think, but fuck it. They reset in 4 hours anyway. Well, less than 4 hours, probably 3 now. Oh, that's right. You can't eject properly in this server. I just wanted to see the outside of my plane. I wanted to see where he hit me. God damn it. Whatever. Easy landing. Alright, catch up on chat now while I wait for this. Feels like it's Sunday today. I know, right? I thought it was Saturday yesterday, hence the stream title. Try first this game and next play on PS4 Ace Combat. They're nothing like each other. Ace Combat is nothing like this game, so just be warned. DCS is very much a simulator. Ace Combat is very much an arcade game.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Tom trying to convert everyone to the angry triangle, I see. It's a great plane, but don't say it turns well. It does though. Okay, so if you hit its cornering speed, and granted this is against people flying the F-14, right? So yeah, I know. The F-14's not exactly agile unless you know what you're doing, and most people don't. Hey, Driven. If I get this thing up to about 800-900 kilometers an hour, I can pull like 2 turns to every one that Tawny will do in his F-14. Maybe it's because he's not pulling hard enough, he's afraid of ripping his wings or something, but I was able to consistently turn inside him at high speed, and once we got into low speed, I just started abusing my ability to raise the nose. And the fact he couldn't see me. If they fixed the damn wing sweep bug, they did, I think. I'm pretty sure they fixed it. Hey Axel. Didn't know Blue Flag switched to Cold War again? Yeah, I think they did it about a week or 2 ago, I think. Aviate, navigate, then communicate. Yeah, I know. I know. I've been a naughty boy. Go with the MiG-23 versus F4. MiG-23 would just die. I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. The MiG-23 we're getting is stuck with the shitty SPO-10, same as I have on this thing. This piece of crap here. But the MiG-23 accelerates like fucking stink. That thing just... light the burner and you're gone. The F4 would never be able to keep up with it. I mean, the F4 is fast, but the F4 can't accelerate like the 23. As far as I'm aware, very few things in existence accelerate like the 23. F8 Crusader? Oh man, please, I can't wait. Do you play with Steam or other program? I run DCS through Steam. I was going to switch over to standalone, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it now. The only issue with Steam is usually patches might be an hour or 2 late, but new aircraft, new modules will usually be between a couple days to a month late. For instance, the MiG-19 just released on Steam a couple of weeks ago, and it's been out since like, what, since February or early March or something? So it was about a month late to arrive on Steam. Still magically goes back to the top if you keep pulling it? Okay. It was his technique that was wrong, but he isn't used to the No, I know his technique was wrong. Believe me, I was there, like, backseat coaching him so much. Stop turning, go vertical. And I was, like, every time he'd go vertical, he'd start to lose me, and then he'd turn in again, like, oh, dude, what are you doing? But yeah, the Tomcat's corner speed is, it's what, about 350 knots or something around that. It's not slow, but it's not fast. Because I know Sidewinder was hitting it when he was fighting that Su-33. At that speed, yeah, he will turn inside me, I'm quite sure. When everyone stops fawning over the 14 on stream is when I'll feature it. I feel kind of bad. Like, I really love the F-14 and I enjoy flying it, but yeah, there's just so many people flying the F-14 on stream. And so many people spamming it in PvP only because the Phoenix is broken. Like, once the Phoenix is fixed, you're going to see so many people stop flying the 14 and go back to J11s. So many. But it's a fun aircraft. I really enjoy it. It's a fun aircraft. It's a beautiful aircraft. It's great to have a friend in the back. In this game, is there a MiG-31 and is it good? Okay, so the MiG-31 is not playable. It's an AI only. And the reason for that is the Russian Ministry of Defense will not allow Eagle Dynamics, which is a Russian company, to feature sensitive aircraft in the game as flyable aircraft. So that's why there's no Su-30, Su-35, there's no MiG-35, there's an Su-24, but it's AI, you can't fly it. Any frontline military aircraft the Russians still use, except ones that are already in the game, like the Su-25, we're not getting. It's just because the Russian military, the Russian Ministry of Defense won't allow it. To the same extent, the French will not release information on things like the Rafale, probably. And the Americans would not let information go on the F-22 or the F-35. So the really, really important aircraft, we're not going to get. And the only issue with that is a lot of the aircraft that Russia still uses as frontline aircraft, like the MiG-31, are quite old. So while it would be excellent to have them and they'd suit the time period, it's just not going to happen because of politics, basically. And it's understandable, to be honest. I really wish we did have the MiG-31. Like, honestly, even the MiG-25, I would love to have, but I don't think we're going to have it anytime soon, if ever. I should probably get off the ground. There's only one other guy on my team. He's probably struggling at the moment. You guys are going to have to excuse me if the playlist repeats a lot. YouTube is kind of shit at shuffling music, and I don't want to have to tab out constantly to fix it, so if I can, I will tab out and switch songs when it repeats, but just be warned that I can't do it if I'm flying. And I'd rather not do it while I'm starting up, because I get very easily distracted and forget things like sealing the canopy, which I've done now twice in a row. I'm lucky the A-10s aren't over here strafing this place, because I would be dead by now if they were. Okay, I think that's set. Bit of back trim on the stick. And we're ready to taxi. Oh, there's the other MiG-21 right there. See, he's carrying my usual loadout by the looks of it. 4 R60Ms. Oh no, he's got 4 R60Ms and 2 R13s, it looks like. And the customary 800-litre belly tank. Still want the Tornado? Yeah, me too. The Saudis do still use it, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I'm just going to quickly check something before I take off. Yeah, Tawny's fine. He'll be streaming again this coming week. Not Monday, I believe, and not Thursday. Thursday's Anzac Day, which is a public holiday. I won't be streaming Anzac Day either. Alright, we're good. You know, I've still never used the Rato pods on this thing. I'm gonna have to try them out sooner or later. Probably not on a PvP server, but I should try them out. I'll do it at night, so it looks really awesome. I've seen videos of them being used, and it looks crazy. You just see the MiG-21 disappear in this plume of fucking bright white smoke, because, you know, the flames from the rockets are illuminating the smoke cloud. And then right at the end of it, you just see this MiG-21 climbing at like 60 degrees with 2 jets of flame coming out the back of it. It's wild. It gives it such a short takeoff run too. C-101, 083 for 45, he'll be over Krimsk, or thereabouts. Stay nice and low to the ground because my radar works best facing upwards. So if I'm below him, I have a better chance of seeing him both visually and on radar. Kilometers, oh shit. 066 for 15. And he's 800 meters off the ground, 900 meters off the ground. So yeah, he's hanging around Krimsk. Might not get him on the radar just because there's so much ground clutter down here. and he is a very small aircraft, but we'll see. Gotta watch out for dots. Dots, specks, and smoke trails. .292. 30 seconds ago, 292, 45 kilometers. So he's actually heading out to an upper. I must have passed right under him. Or he's heading north, sorry. Northwest. Let me just turn that off. There we go. Because that would have got real annoying real fast otherwise with me this low. Power line. Sure wish we had a GCI right about now. Just being led around by the nose by out-of-date EWI reports, which probably aren't even accurate in the first place. .282 for 19.4, and he was heading 260. Right, yeah, he's probably heading out to an upper. Belly tank's empty, we're going to get rid of it. We'll go under this one, how about that? Oh, our guys are down capturing Galenjik. Oh, hello! Hello! Oh, you're a friendly, okay. So we're back over an upper now. I'm getting pinged by radar, that'll be that friendly MiG-21. Yeah, that report is so out of date. Fucking hell. So, I do apologise guys, there's not going to be a whole lot of action in this stream at the moment. There will be later, I'm going to switch servers, but just because we have no GCI to guide us onto targets and our EWR reports are so useless for telling us where they are. Like, I am struggling to find guys. The MiG-21's radar is not designed to actually search for enemies. It's supposed to be vectored onto them by a controller, which we don't have. So I'm doing my best here, but it's going to take me quite a while to find anybody. In the meantime, I guess we can admire the scenery. And get some low-level stuff in. I do enjoy low-level flying, I just don't do it enough these days. might go hang around Krimsk, since they're actively trying to capture it at the moment. I might be able to find some stuff over there to kill. Not sure why they're having issue with the MiG-23. They're not, as far as I'm aware. Razbam's working on it. They've got the 3D models done for the aircraft and the cockpit. Haven't started the texture work though, or at least they haven't revealed any. See, that report's like fucking 5 minutes old, which is worthless. These guys can go so far in 5 minutes. Dear Krimsk. I think it's on my right side. I'm not sure if I'm high enough for the RSBN to pick it up. We'll find out. Yeah, we are. So it's over here to my south. Oh, or it's not. Why is the needle not moving? That's very bizarre. Oh, right, because it's trying to track off the arc. I'm an idiot. I had it in the wrong mode. That's probably what brought me unstuck last flight as well, trying to find an upper. It was homing on the arc beacon, not the RSBN. So I forgot to reset it. There we go. Now we're homing on RSBN. That should be, that lake is out towards Crimson. Turn the radar off for a bit. Just put it in standby so I don't overheat it again. I'm gonna need that thing. That should be Krimsk right off the nose. That city in the distance by the lake. Problem is, these guys are so low, they're basically impossible to see against the ground, even as smoky as they are. Enemy aircraft has entered an upper airspace. As I fly back to Krimsk. Good shit. Let's play that C-101. Let's see if we've got a new EWR. 14. 2-1. There's an A-10 at an upper? Oh boy. Fuck Krimsk. Played this one not that long ago, so I'm going to skip it. There we go. Up the RSBN. Gotta go high again. There we go, it's just homed on it over that mountain. So this terrain here was masking the beacon, but now we're good. We've got a radar off the nose, which will be the friendly MiG-21 probably. We're in low altitude mode. You would think the EWR reports would be pretty fucking constant and up to date if they're over our main airbase. But no, apparently. See any specs or smoke trails. Do a flyover of the airfield. A couple MiG-21s down there. Hello, what are you? You don't look like a MiG-21 to me. You look like lunch. Yep. Now if I could just get visual on him again, because he vanished on me. That is an A-10 wherever it went, unless he just got shot down. That looks like, is that a 21 or is that him? Lost sight. So you guys can see just how heavily reliant this thing is on ground control. I can't see him once he's behind me or under me. I'm blind. And even a lot of the time when he crosses behind the canopy frame or the periscope, I lose sight and then I can't pick it back up. I know that there's an A-10 here somewhere, I just don't know where. Did he get splashed? Is that him smoking on the parking area? Dunno. And once again, at this low altitude, my radar is practically no help. There we go, there's a smoke trail. Odds are pretty good that that is not friendly. Oh, there is a friendly there, engaging him. Yep. That's friendly that I've got my heaters on now. Good kill. Yep, that's a MiG-21. And that was, I believe, an A-10. I'm going to take this opportunity to land and refuel. Hey, Townfolk. There's a report of a B1 around here? What the fuck? Something just exploded. Yep, we're not landing. We are definitely not landing if shit's still exploding. If it's a B1, it's presumably fairly high up, but I don't see anything. I would do such filthy things for a ground controller right now. I think after this flight I might actually jump off this server and see if there's anyone on Cold War, since that does give you AWACS at least. And if there's not, I might think about doing something else for a bit. Maybe some more modern stuff, I don't know. Oh, there we go. That ain't friendly. But I'm also on fumes, pretty much, by the time I climb to intercept him. I've also got to figure out which end of this contrail's which. That's him tracking south there. There he is, that is enemy, that's our B1. Despite my bad fuel situation, we're just going to burn our way up there, because I want to kill this guy, and then if I have to glide back, I have to glide back, whatever. Yes, and he disappears off my radar because... reasons, I guess. He's probably despawned. I bet you that's what's happened. I bet the AI bombers despawn. Because you can't notch the MiG-21. It's not pulse Doppler, it's just straight up pulse. So he can't notch me, he's just vanished. Oh, that's so frustrating. And after I've wasted all that fuel to come up here as well. Yeah, I can see why you aren't a fan of Blue Flag's mission, Bomb. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. Hey CS Digital, do you have any helis? I have the KA-50, but I've never flown it. Helicopters are scary, bizarre wizardry to me. I don't know how to get them to work. Like, I understand some of the principles, but... Thanks, Bomb. But, yeah, no, I don't have the feel for them like I do for fixed-wing stuff. So I would like to fly them, but at the same time, they're kind of intimidating. What are you? What the fuck are you? I'm on really dangerously low fuel here, but if that's enemy, I want to kill it. And if that's that B1, I'll be asking how he vanished off my radar when he was right off my nose. Might be a friendly MiG. I can't tell from back here, and I don't have him on my scope yet. Pretty shortly though I'm going to have to RTB regardless. Once that little red 450 litres remaining light comes on, I'm landing. Whether or not I get the kill on this guy. See, I don't even know what he is. And I can't tell. He's too far away to visually ID. Will the EWRS shed some light on this situation? Yes, it will. That is the B1. How the fuck did he get over there? Fucking teleport. He's still outside my effective range, or at least he's not on my radar. Can I maybe get a missile on him? Oh, yeah, why not lose him visual as well? Did he just teleport? I swear to God, he just teleported. Oh, no, there we go. It's right off the nose, slightly above, there we go. Get that up, you. Now I really need to land. Oh, there goes the 450 litres light. Oh, how convenient. We're right above the airfield. Oh, this is good some. Shadowplay Live 1979 at Le Bon Douche in Paris, I believe it was. Hello, what are you? Is that an A-10? No, it's a MiG-21. One that's had a very bad day, apparently. Is he gonna come in for a crash landing, or is he just gonna plant it in the field? Looks like he's not gonna make the runway. Yeah. He's lost it. He's going into a... Oh no, he might make the runway, maybe? He's struggling though. I'll get out of his way. Okay, we're gonna do a U-turn here because I want to watch this guy's landing. If I can... get out of the grass. I guess it doesn't really matter if I park on the grass, I'm gonna disconnect anyway. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. Is he gonna go for the taxiway? What's he doing? Oh, I think he's lost it. Yeah, he's lost it. F's in chat for that guy. Alright, there we go. 2 kills for 1 loss. I managed to belly the thing at least. Pretty happy with that. See, Red is so heavily outnumbered. If only we had a ground controller, I would be on here all night. I would happily be on here all night with a GCI, letting me work these guys over. But with no guidance, it's just... it's finding a needle in a haystack. It's frustrating and difficult and shitty, so... well, I can catch up on chat now, at least. He didn't roll right enough? No, you're right. He didn't. I think he just got too slow there trying to turn in for the runway and couldn't recover it. Have a problem with the track out clip? What's wrong with it? What's up? Oof. Jesus, D-Chill. Oh, DCS crashed. Good shit. I think I know why, though. Give me a moment here, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. So, you know how I don't have a lot of hard drive space on my system drive? It's now full, and that has caused DCS to shit the bed. And I'm not sure what's filled it, because I had a little bit of space on there before I started playing. So just give me a minute to sort this out. Recording? No, shouldn't be. And if it is, like, I don't have anything recording to see. TACView wasn't recording. DCS didn't record a full track file for that either. So something else has filled it, and I don't know what. Well, the thing is, I've always had trouble with space on this drive, so I've tried to stop anything I can from saving to it. So... what the fuck? Unless it's my browser, maybe. It could be my browser. It could be my browser. But if it is that, there's not a lot I can do about it. It could also be like a Windows update or something that's just saved and waiting to install, because sometimes that'll fill my drive up, and I won't be able to get rid of it until it's actually installed it. So I may need to restart. Just give me a minute to hunt around. We've gone from a DCS stream into a computer fucking tech support stream. See, that's taking up a fair bit of space, but it's not taking up that much. What I might do is reshuffle some stuff. I haven't played Red Orchestra 2 for a while, so I'll just cut the entire fucking My Documents folder from that. Let's see. This should clear me just enough space to get away with for the rest of the stream, and then I've got to figure out what's doing this. Okay, I think we're good. I hope. It drives me mad. So many software developers, like, you don't need stuff to save to the C drive. Most programs do not have any need for stuff to save to the C drive, and yet they still do. Things like crash logs, and in some cases mods. Why would you need a game's mod directory to be on the fucking system drive? Like, it's just wasteful. Why not save it to the same folder that the game is installed to? I mean, app data is one thing, like, but even then a lot of games save stuff that they don't need to the app data folder, but it just drives me up the wall. Like, keep things in the same place. You want as much of a program's associated files as you can have in the install directory. I don't want it spread across the place, and I especially don't want it on my system drive. Oh, hello. We got guys on Cold War, but they're in helicopters. See, I could jump in my MiG-21 and just try and populate the server, but that's not going to be real fun for you guys to watch. What else? DDCS Bush War is going to be empty, I already know that. Oh, it's not even up. Is it? No, it's not up. Is there anyone on here? Barely anyone on GS. Jesus, PvP scene is not real great at this hour. I mean, unless I get on DDCS, but I don't have that Discord. And I don't want to end up faction locked to a side whose aircraft I don't usually fly. Fuck it. We'll jump on here and try and populate this server. It might take a while to load, bear with me. Let's go hunting for why my shit is full. This is from a recording done at the RCA studios up, where was it? It was around Manchester somewhere. This is Joy Division, very early in their career. I think they were still called Warsaw at this point. They didn't like this recording because it was when they were still very much punk and they thought that this was shit and they didn't like synthesizers, but it's a fucking banger. This is a very early version of No Love Lost. I mean, I can see like about 1 gigabyte of stuff between my browser and Discord. but there's more. Like, I had 8 gig of space on this drive the other day, and I have not been saving anything to it myself, so I have no idea where that 8 gig went. And it is very frustrating. Oh, the temp folder has 3 gig of shit in it. Where the fuck did that come from? And why did it not detect that there was crap in there? What the fuck? There we go. Oh, look. 4.8 gig of free space. Now I can move all the Red Orchestra shit back. This is my existence as far as technology goes. Like, for years, I've been shuffling stuff back and forth between one hard drive and the other just to make room so it doesn't blow up. Because I never have enough space. Like, honestly, I am basically a digital hoarder. And this doesn't help. You heard what I said, you fuck. Alright, well that should stop DCS from flipping out on me. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's actually frozen. I'll leave it for a couple minutes more though, because usually right as I go to restart the game thinking it's frozen, I get into the server. I don't know what it is about Growling Sidewinder's server, but it takes me forever to get into it. Time for another 1 terabyte hard drive. Yeah. Yeah, my 2 main data drives are both 3, and one of them's nearly full, the other one's still got some space left on it. But the current donation goal, which I miscalculated, I forgot it's in US dollars, not Australian, so as it stands it'll give me a little extra to spend on shit like DCS modules or stuff to improve the stream. That goal is there so I can get a bigger SSD to run Windows off of, and then install Windows 10 on that, which should fix my weird hard drive issues, because I think it's related to Windows 7. Like, my Windows 7 install is 6 years old at this point. It's fucked up 9 ways to Sunday. So, Windows 10 clean install on a big new SSD should, like, get rid of 90% of my problems, right? At least computer-related problems. It won't fix any of the others, but oh well. Is that poster behind your head the same as your MiG? Yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. It says Soviet means quality. Sovietskое значит отличный. Sorry, Zabby, I was occupied trying to figure out my computer issues, so I didn't notice you in chat. Welcome, though. Is that why you had a temp folder full of nudes? It wasn't full of nudes, it was full of fucking crash logs and updates and shit. It's weird, I don't know why it didn't detect. I guess, because I usually just out of habit run the, you know, the standard Windows disk cleaner utility on my C drive just to get rid of temp files and crash reports and Windows updates and shit. It must not detect the app data temp folder, which is interesting. But thank God I cleaned that out. I'll have a bit more of a hunt around after the stream and see what else I can prune down. Ah! Okay, well that solves that problem. DCS actually just killed itself. So it did freeze, I guess. Thanks for being patient and bearing with me, guys. I know it's kind of scuffed, but such is life when you play DCS. Especially on a Somali pirate skiff in electronic form, as my PC has been described. Just noticed, yeah, I know. To be fair, it was loading for a while and then it just... So I feel like Growling Sidewinder might be a bit of a no if DCS is going to misbehave itself. I don't know what it is, it's that server, it is only that server, everything else works fine. See, I want to play on Just Dogfight, but they'll ping kick me immediately. Like, if I could play on this server, I'd be on there every day. I would be on there more than Pom is, because I just love gunfighting in this game. But can't join because the server's in fucking Greece or something, and they have a ping kick. Still just a dude and a Huey. I want to do... I don't really want to do PvE today, unless it's with one of my Rios. So I might just go try Growling Sidewinders again, and hope this time it doesn't crash. Fingers crossed. Doesn't kick for ping, only blocks initial join. Oh, now you tell me. Okay, well, if this doesn't get me in, I'll back out and go in again. Because, yeah, I would love to get in on that. 1880s British double rifle coming up for sale soon. Should I attempt to buy or no? I mean, as long as the price isn't unreasonable, why not? I still really want, like, it's totally out of my price range, because they're quite rare, and everyone wants them because it's a bit famous, but I would love a Baker rifle. I really would love a Baker rifle. But the reproductions even are just through the roof price-wise. Under 1200 is the expected price. If it's in good nick for under 1200, I would jump on it. Fuck yeah. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, that's nice. I'd fucking buy that. Anytime this century, please, DCS. No PTA needed because it's in a non-available caliber. I can't remember. I'd assume Queensland differs from New South Wales on this. I can't remember if you even need one for antique stuff here, let alone if it's available or not. I'm not sure. I haven't got any real antique stuff. My oldest rifle is a well, both my rifles are 1944. I think actually my 22 might be older. But suffice to say, everything I own is 20th century, so... Because both my number 4 Mark 1 and my 9130 are 1944 produced rifles. And I think my 22 is like late 1940s, early 1950s, and my sister's is probably like 30s or 40s at earliest, so... Boggles me, you need documents for a pre-World War I rifle. Yeah. I still need a Mauser, but I'm flat broke, and we don't have any room left in the gun safe, so... That's kind of off the cards at the moment, which is a real shame because the last gun show I went to, I saw a beautiful P14. Like, I see a lot of P14s pop up around here when they do gun shows, but this one was actually in really good nick. Most of them have, like, totally oil-soaked stocks. They're really ratty. This one was beautiful, and I really wanted to pick it up, but I just didn't have the cash. They also had a number 4 Mark 1T barreled action, or 2 of them actually, 2 number 4 Mark 1T barreled actions for like $500. But then if you wanted to, say, build a number 4 Mark 1T out of it, you'd have to get the furniture, you'd have to get the base and the scope, and you'd have to go repro for that. Like, good luck getting an original number 32 for, like, non-astronomical price. So you'd end up paying a stupid amount for the rifle anyway, but it'd be cool to have. I'd really love a number 4 Mark 1T, but those things are $2.5 grand for a mismatch. Like, a matching rifle is at least about 5 here. It's stupid. Imagine not encasing your wood furniture in a combination of wasp paper and African beeswax. Speaking of encasing rifles, I see a lot of mint number 4 Mark IIs coming up, actually. Like a surprising amount when you consider that Australia never produced or used them. They would have been imported from the UK or Canada, and they're still in the original packing, in the grease, never fired except when they were approved at the factory. Seems to be about one every year that pops up at some gun show or other. Just need to fine tune it? Yeah. Once you do get a sort of system that you like, make sure you do save it, just in case. I've been using the same profile for years and years now, with no issues. I did tune it slightly a couple months ago, just so I didn't have to move my headers drastically. But yeah, otherwise I've been using the same system for a while. Hey, we're actually loading! Crazeby. Watch DCS crash again. Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Hello. Oh, look. Look at all those Tomcats. Do a couple of flights in here, I guess, and then maybe swap out to somewhere else. Oh look, Phoenix is flying everywhere. What a surprise. Hold up. Oh, no. Disregard, I'm dumb. I can't read maps. Okay.
Перезарядка по плану. Прием.
1, 300. Обнаружена цель. 2, 7, 5. Удаление.
While they arm me up, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. That moment of terror when you think you don't have any beers left in the fridge.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Rip my hands up trying to open the damn thing.
Курс на ближайшую цель.
2, 1, 300. Обнаружена цель. 2, 6, 5. Удаление. 90. А-500. Сближайтесь.
Трехсотый. 1-1. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
1-1. 300-й. Обнаружена цель.
107. Латиния. Разрешаю руление на полосу При-1.
Сближайтесь.
This thing doesn't quite go as fast on the ground as the 29. You've got to actually put some power on to get the 27 moving. She's big and heavy. 29, you just breathe on the throttle and it's rocketing off halfway to takeoff already. Which does make it a challenge to taxi around. The best meme about YouTube constantly picking the same songs over and over again instead of shuffling properly is that I don't even have repeat turned on today, so I shouldn't be repeating anything at all ever. But like I said, I think it was yesterday, the fact that they can't even get a basic shuffle algorithm to work is kind of telling why I keep getting recommended videos that are like the polar opposite of what I want to watch.
2, 6, 8. Удаление. Действию. На 500. Дистанция не меняется.
Oh, you watch videos of people playing the gaming category? Let me shovel all this fucking far right-wing propaganda shit down your throat. What the fuck?
С покоренных однажды небесных вершин по ступеням обугленным на землю сходим под прицельные залпы наветов и лжи. Мы уходим, 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 прощайте горы памятей, кем были.
Fucking love the harmonies in this. These guys singing, Kaskad, they're all Afghan war veterans. This recording was, I believe, the early 90s, late 80s or early 90s when they were all still quite young.
Дистанция не меняется.
Поминать тебя вроде, но о чем так грустит боевой командир.
The song is about leaving Afghanistan. The title literally, We're Leaving.
107.
Oh, I have my claps now the whole time. Oh well, that's one less thing to do now.
107. Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. Подавление 7.1.2.4.
What's the song about? It's about finally going home after being stuck in the Soviet-Afghan war for so long. Like, the title is literally We're Leaving. Mir Khodim. Burst my tires because I was on the ground too long. Aviate, navigate, communicate. I had that all ass backwards, as usual. That's alright. I usually don't get a chance to land on this server, so it's not really going to matter. I usually get shot down. They're probably going to be really skittish and stay really far out because we're mostly Tomcats at this point. But we'll see. The weather on this server fucks with me so much. Where is it? Where's the wind? can't quite get it. Just come off the rudder and I'll trim one wing down. '27. I don't fly the J-11. I'm of the opinion, and you guys might be able to chime in on this, but I'm of the opinion that given the choice between something that's really Gucci and something that's less Gucci, I'll take the less Gucci option, because the thing is, the reason everyone flies the J-11 is purely because it gets the R-77. If it didn't get the R-77, they wouldn't fly it. And I don't want to become totally reliant on an active missile. Like, that screams a great way to develop bad habits to me. It's the same reason I don't like carrying too many AIM-120s when I fly the F-15. It just strikes me as being the kind of shit that develops really, really bad habits. I'd rather get good with the lower tech equipment, because if you're good with these, you're going to be outstanding with the higher tech stuff. Like, the MiG-29S I'll fly with the R-77, but only in PvP. The 77 is total overkill in PvE. But the Su-27 I'll fly over the J-11. Partly because I prefer to have a cockpit I can read, and I don't like using the English skins for the cockpits, and partly just because I don't want to be a shitter firing R-77s at everything. It's another Afghan song, Swallowing Dust, about a helicopter crewman shot down and awaiting death. Really cheery song.
Переведи Фетлер, переведи Фетлер, переведи Фетлер, переведи Фетлер, переведи Фетлер. Переведи Фетлер, переведи Фетлер, переведи Фетлер.
See, they're staying way far out because they're scared of the Tomcats. But I'm hoping they'll get target fixated on those Tomcats and chase them back towards me, and then I'll just pop up and blast them with ETs. That's the theory. Practice is probably going to be considerably different. Do I need to shoot Ross down? Dude, you've seen me in this thing. I will get myself shot down. You don't need to help that process. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from?
300-й, 107-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
107-й, 300-й.
Yep, that's him. 296 for 80.
9-6, удаление 80 на 1000. Сближайтесь.
And he's on the deck as well, so stay nice and low in the mountains and try and roll up on his flank. Hopefully without being seen, but knowing me, I'll get spotted at the worst possible time. Gotta watch out for those rolling sights too. I don't think they're this far down, but I do have a habit of overflying them. Talk about MiG-21 update, midlife service upgrade. Yeah, it's apparently happening. I've seen reference made to it by 11X staff on the forums, but I haven't seen many details. It's allegedly getting a new pilot model, a new cockpit lighting, which I'm excited about, and more cockpit skin options, supposedly. As well as, I guess, other stuff. I assume Vapor and some missile performance improvements, tweaks, but I don't know for sure. It's kind of vague, there's not really a lot on it that I've found. You've got to remember, I don't browse the DCS forums actively. I have little enough free time as it is, so I only find this stuff when I go looking for things. In this case, I was looking for help as to why my MiG-21 radar textures are broken. My lock light and overheat light on the actual radar scope itself have never displayed. I've never seen them, and I don't know why. They seem to work for everyone else except me. He has vanished.
300-й, 107-й. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
107-й, 300-й. Обнаружена цель. 279. Удаление 80 на 500. Дистанция не меняется.
There you are. Force and defensive. As he's turned away, we'll try and pop him with that. We'll give him another 27 ER. I don't think he got a launch off. He's going to turn in for one now. Oh, I splashed him, so I kind of wasted that 73, but whatever. We're in an Su-27, we've got plenty of missiles. We killed someone! Oh my lord. What was he? Hornet. The ER got him, so the first missile I fired got him.
Переведи Кеплер. Переведи Кеплер. Переведи Кеплер. Переведи Кеплер.
See if we can get his friend too. Read chat, I'm busy. I'll read it in a minute. Jesus, Zabby. Okay, force defensive. Take the ET, we'll give him another ER, and then we'll go to the 73 for if he gets close. I'm out of long ranges anyway. Whoop. He's fired.
Переведи Кеплер. Переведи Кеплер. Переведи Кеплер. Переведи
Oh,
Кеплер.
oh, oh, oh!
Предельно.
Ah! Too fast. I fucked myself there. That didn't happen. It's a shame too, because I think those missiles might have actually hit him if I didn't fuck myself up and crash. I came in too fast. Time to reach out. Fuck you, Zabby. That's your fault. I'm blaming that one on you. Just let me get my loadout sorted, and while they're arming me up, I will read. Hey, I tagged somebody that flight. I killed someone, and I would have had the second guy. We're getting places.
Принял.
Imagine Ross attempting to roll right.
107-й.
I already answered that, Zabby. You weren't here, I guess. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. It says Sovietskoye значит отлично, which means Soviet means quality.
Дистанция не меняется.
Командир.
I like my space program posters. I've got another one over on that wall by my door. It's a poster of, it's like a painting of Yuri Gagarin with a dove. He's in a space helmet. It's got a dove, and its wing goes up like alongside his helmet, and then it's got the flags of all the intercosmos nations. So it's got the Soviet flag, the Czech flag, well, Czechoslovak flag, Polish flag, East German, Bulgarian, Hungarian, North Vietnamese, Cuban, Mongolian, and Romanian. then the bottom says, "Мы дружим и созидаем, и в космосе мир утверждаем." And I can't remember what that means. We're friends and something, and in space, create peace, I think? Something to that effect. Fun fact about intercosmos nations, nearly all of them are broke. Fun fact about Comintern nations, all of them are broke. It's, big think. Fun fact though, there is, I believe, one French cosmonaut, I think it was one French guy, who is a hero of the Soviet Union because he flew on a Soviet space mission. Didn't matter where you were from, if you flew on a Soviet space mission, you were awarded hero of the Soviet Union.
300-й. 2-1. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
I like how that's in the trash bed. You watch your mouth, young man. You watch your damn mouth. I can't find... Why does it keep replaying this song? I get that Sector Gaza is good, but come on. Can't find anything on the 28 update. Where should I look? The way I found it was literally, I found a thread about the cockpit lighting in the MiG-21, and the guys from Leatherneck were saying in there that there's an upgrade coming, and that was basically it. Like, it's hard to find. Remind me later, I'll see if I can find the link for you. Yeah, I'd like to go to Cuba sometime. I've never been there. Close friend of the family, her husband's from Cuba. He's a pretty nice guy, but I've never been there. I've been to Gitmo. The last time I travelled through the United States, I was worried they were going to throw me in Gitmo. Imagine actually getting fucking fingerprinted at the airport. Actually, no, that wasn't the last time, that was the time before last. I was in a wheelchair because I had just come out of basic training where I'd fucked my knee up. I'd had surgery, I could barely walk, and I had my, at the time, 10-year-old sister with me. I don't know if it's just because with the shaved head I looked like I'd just come out of prison or something, but man, I got the fucking fingerprint treatment, I got grilled 9 ways to Sunday, like, fuck that. Every time we used to go through the US when I was younger, Dad would get pulled aside for extra questioning because my father has quite tan skin from working outside most of his life. And real, like, he did have black hair, it's gone white now, but he had black hair and a huge big bushy black moustache. He looked like a stunt double for Saddam Hussein. And every time we go through the US, without fail, me, my mum, my sister, blonde hair, blue or green eyes, straight through. Dad, off you go. I mean, if you're going to racially profile people, at least make sure you're racially profiling them properly, and not mistaking a Canadian Jew of Eastern European extraction for an Arab. Anyway, that's why I hate traveling through the US. As much as I'd love to visit all my friends over there, the place is a nightmare to deal with. Like, going through airport security anywhere, literally anywhere in the US, compared to anywhere in Australia or Canada, is such a fucking pain. It was an abysmal experience. Make me eat those words. Look, honestly, the thing is, if I could just go to the US without dealing with the TSA, or security in general, or the police, basically, if the US government didn't exist and I went over there to visit people, I'd probably be fine, but I don't know. It's just... I feel uncomfortable, man. Everyone goes off about the Commonwealth countries being the Can we speak English today? Authoritarian shitholes and like Orwellian nightmares. Man, that is the vibes I get from the US. I have not had a pleasant experience in the US since I was about 5 years old. Like, it could be worse. I'm visibly white, so at least I've got that going for me, but my political opinions probably would still render me on the throw in a dark cell and never let out list, so... I mean, I think that socialized healthcare is a good thing, so that instantly makes me a terrorist, I'm pretty sure. Why do I keep saying that? I think the MiG-21 is a capable fighter. Throw them in the cell. It is, against people who don't know what they're doing. A story. Oh boy. Oh, a retail oh, I love retail stories. Yeah, retail is fun. Retail is great fun. You meet some amazing people in retail. Kill me. Store I used to work at had the cheapest smokes in town, so we'd get like all the weird and wonderful people coming in right on open and close. So if you had an open shift or a closed shift, you would see some interesting stuff.
107. Взлет запрещаю. 107. Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. Подавление 712,48. 107. Взлет запрещаю.
I used to get mistaken for being Dutch when I was a kid, when we lived in the UK, because, for reference, my mother's Australian, so I always had a slight bit of Australian accent growing up. My dad's Canadian. I was born in Canada, and then we moved to the north of England. We lived near Manchester, well, about 20 miles out of Manchester for a while. Then we moved down south. So, by the time we moved down to the south of England, my accent was such a clusterfuck, no one could understand me, and no one could figure out where I was from. The going guess, because at the time my hair was like bleach blonde, it's gone dark over the years. I had blonde hair, blue eyes, and I had a funny accent. Everyone thought I was Dutch. Everyone. And I could speak a little Dutch as a kid, which helped. Because we used to go across to Europe like every other weekend, and I'd be negotiating prices on cheese in the markets while my parents, you know, tried to communicate in sign language, not realizing that basically everyone in the Netherlands speaks English. Speak Dutch? I haven't spoken it since I was like 5 years old, Zabby. I don't remember anything. I can still recognize it when I see or hear it, but like I can't actually speak it anymore. Why am I so slow? My flaps are down, that's why I'm so slow. I'm a genius. At least I remembered to not burst my tires this time. Imagine having a playlist with like 50 songs on it, but YouTube decides it only wants to play 5 of them. My life right now. Good song though. We demand change. Well, technically we're waiting, like literally we're waiting for change. Written in the dying years of the Soviet Union. One of the early lines of the song is literally the Red Star is burned out. Pretty heavy shit. Alright, I'm just gonna try and get this thing stable in a climb so I can tab out and catch up on what you guys have been saying. Slight roll. Oh, there we go. Good enough. I'm sure it'll be fine. I was once given a card to something called The Dean Show on YouTube after meeting a Somali refugee turned into a Canadian truck driver who went from Atlanta to Quebec. No shit, a legit business card for a YouTube channel that promoted non-violent, peaceful yet radical Islam. Oh boy. If you guys want a cheat sheet, so no offense to any Jehovah's Witnesses that may be watching, but I personally don't like having to deal with people trying to preach to me. I'm not religious. I'm not interested in what they're selling. I found my peace with the world, and I'm quite happy with it. But there are two ways to get rid of them quickly. One is to say you're disfellowship, because technically that's their like inside term for you've been kicked out, and then not allowed to associate with anyone that's been kicked out. The other one, which we accidentally found was really effective, was we're Jewish. That works really well. I'm not entirely sure why, but it does work. My family is such a mess. Like, we're really heavily integrated. So I was brought up Church of England. I don't speak a word of Hebrew. As I said, I'm not religious. Most of my family are either not religious or vaguely Christian at this point. Like, it's a mess. We know basically nothing about Grandpa's entire side of the family. Like, my paternal grandfather's entire side of the family. It's a pretty good meme. All we know is that Grandpa's parents fled Russia during, well, what was then Russia is now Lithuania, during the Tsarist pogroms to East London. And apparently Mum's grandparents or was it Mum's grandparents? I think it was. And Dad's grandparents lived within a block of each other in East London, which is pretty crazy. To yell at them in Spanish, yeah, I'd imagine that would work pretty good in Georgia. Further south, maybe not. I think that guy got splashed off my nose, I think. So either got splashed or dropped into a valley, but I'm pretty sure I saw smoke. Okay. How? I would have thought I'd be terrain masked, but whatever. Okay. Give me this lead guy. I want him. If I can get him. He's terrain masked now, I guess. Oh, here we go. ER went stupid, went straight into the ground, but that's okay. We'll just drive by him with an ET.
Переведи в Бетлер. 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 Переведи в Бетлер.
Just phoenixed every enemy. Oh, Jesus. In before entirety of blue team just quits. I wouldn't blame them, to be honest. Oh, hello, hello. Where'd you go? Come here, my lovely. I'll have you. Yoink. Just gonna try and drive them into the ground, I guess. I don't know if he's gonna get away with it. Oh, broke my lock. Okay. The fuck was that? I'm not even giving me a message. What the fuck hit me? It is a mystery. Do one more flight in here and then I'll see if Cold War's got anyone on it. Doesn't say what got me.
Наношу в планшете метку, там в квадрате, словно в клетке. Спихается разведка в этих чертовых горах. Нам поставлена задача, еще нам удачи. Мы торопимся, иначе там полежит целый взвод. Запускаюсь без газовки, техник в старенькой спецовке.
I've seen your Red 4 plane, MiG-23. Fuck yeah, MiG-23 is my favorite Cold War fighter. Can't wait.
Смотрим на пейзажи, надо быть всегда на страже. Между горы скал виражем, эй, браток, не отставай. Выхожу из-за пригорка, осмотрелся я на горке. Начну себе разборки, ну ведомый, не зевай. Эй, внизу, держись, пехота, начинается работа.
Illuminati reason? No, but I don't think they would take that, because they're like, I don't know, their whole shtick is that they supposedly super accurately interpret the Bible, isn't it? I mean, I'd ask how they arrive at the conclusion the world should have ended already, since according to our calendar it's still 5779 or something. Need fucking 5 rabbis, a slide rule, and a line of code to work out how the fuck the Hebrew calendar actually translates to, like, normal. Telling you to do blood transfusions? I actually can't give blood, because I lived in the UK during the Mad Cow Scare, so dodge that bullet, which is a shame because I'd like to actually be able to donate blood and organs and stuff, but, you know, can't do it, because I might be a bit funny in the head from eating beef, even though we didn't eat British beef when that was on. It's just like a blanket thing to, I guess, to make sure nobody slips through. See me take 4 times longer in dogfights because the trigger doesn't register. Yeah, that looks so frustrating, man. You have shots lined up perfectly and just nothing. I know I hated when I had the, when my X-52 started playing up on me and I couldn't get it to, like, it was really stiff. It would frustrate me so much. I'd be ready to pull just the slightest adjustment to get a perfect shot on someone and I'd have to, like, palm slap the stick over to the side and by then they'd be gone. Значит, весь я под вопросом. Самолет мы просто в хлам. Но живая машина дышит, словно держит кто-то свыше. И в наушниках я слышу: летуны, спасибо вам. Should give him blood this morning when I was passing by the shops, but happened to 57 with me.
На обратном довернули. Позади снаряды пули. Уравнение Бернулли.
If they get your blood, they might start to believe weird things about the R-73. Why would you say such a thing?
Дальний, ближний, вот бетонка. Парашют мой хлопнет звонко. За рулю уйду в сторонку. И меня не тормошить.
Don't mind Zabby, as his username suggests, he is indeed acoustic. Highly acoustic. He's from the 345th, we're all acoustic there. Speaking of which, Zabby, you coming along to Kation's mission? I think it's tonight. Tonight your time. Tomorrow morning my time. Band of Brothers. The guns at Breckall Manor. What was that alert? Hey! Thanks for the follow, man. I guess we're doing the thing again where Twitch alerts aren't displaying on my phone, so give me a moment while I fix this. I am streaming with one monitor, so I rely on this little thing to see what you guys are up to in chat a lot of the time. So bear with me if I miss messages or if I can't keep up. It's really quite difficult to fly and read a phone at the same time, oddly enough. Oh, hello. I think we might have hit the end of the playlist. Somehow. No, we haven't. Okay, there we go. Now I should get alerts on my phone, hopefully. The Twitch app is pretty, pretty in need of some attention, let's put it that way. Yeah. Oh no, there was updates since then. They fixed the damage model pretty recently, but yeah, the last major overhaul was back then, I guess. Alright, let's get off the ground. Thought that mission was Monday morning our time. Oh wait, it's Saturday, isn't it? Shit, maybe it is. I'm not sure. Fuck, I don't know what day it is. I'll have to double check, but I think it's either, yeah, tomorrow morning or Monday morning.
107. Остановитесь. 107. Остановитесь.
Damn, 4-day weekends, yeah.
107. Остановитесь.
Although, honestly, I have a pretty feeble grasp on the passage of time anyway, so I already didn't know what day it was. The fact that it's a public holiday just made it worse. Still have the issue where my head occludes the LEDs when I look right, but with curves it should be manageable. Try moving the camera further back. So my camera's about probably half a meter from my face, because my monitor's set fairly far back. That usually helps. I did have issues when I tried to mount it closer, so I try and set my camera back as far as possible. It also makes it a little more accurate and a little easier to tune the curves.
107. Остановитесь.
Good old ATC spam because someone's sitting on the runway somewhere. Oh, it's these guys.
107. Остановитесь. 107. Остановитесь. 107. Продолжайте руление.
I think mine is actually slightly offset to the left, which is the side my clip's on, so yeah. Yeah, try offsetting it, and make sure it's like maybe half a meter away from you or so. You might just have to play with the positioning of stuff until you get it to work. Like, for instance, I sometimes have the issue where if the actual clip on this is sitting at a certain angle, the lights start overlapping each other if I look up or, you know, to one side. So I've had to kind of fiddle around with it to get it to work.
107. Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. Подавление 7.1.2.48.
Try and move my screen to the camera further back. Yeah, try that. Like, as I said, mine's about half a meter from my face, so... Try changing the angle of the camera too, maybe pan it up or down or to one side. I have mine panned slightly up, otherwise I start to lose some of the detection if I look up. The other advantage that having the camera further away gives you is you can make more exaggerated head movements without it losing track. So I have to I have to be basically down here. Now it's lost track. Now it's picked it back up. So the further away the better. I was actually considering taping mine to the wall behind my monitor, but I don't think it would stay there because the camera does get quite hot. I think it would just melt the tape or like melt the adhesive. This will be my last flyout on this server, I think. I'll check Cold War after and see if anyone's on, and if no one is on, I will probably think about seeing who's up for some Rio shit and jump on Georgia at War in the Tomcat for a little while. Since Georgia at War seems to have spiced their mission up a bit, you actually have real opposition now. Okay, I don't really want to fire an R-27 ET into that because there's a friendly right there. Oh, he got splashed. Enemy 3 ship coming in. Fire that, try and force him defensive. Get a little closer, fire the ET once it lets me. Come on, track him. Track him! Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck it, he can have another re-art. And then I'm gonna try and notch that. Lost track.
Переведи партнер. Переведи партнер. Переведи партнер. Переведи партнер. Переведи партнер. Переведи партнер. Переведи партнер.
Lost him. Where's this other guy up my nose? Behind that hill, I think. I'm kind of in a bad situation here. Yep. Hello. Have fun with those. Ah, he got me. I got one of them. I think I got the first Hornet. The R-73s don't look like they tracked on the second guy. Damn it. I thought I'd get him too, but hey, 2 for 3. That's better than I usually get. Alrighty, let's jump out and check Cold War. Yeah, so part of the reason my track IR clip sticks out so far to the side is specifically so I don't blank it when I turn my head away to the left. So you might want to like make some sort of mount to push it out to the side even, I don't know. Getting it to a point where you, where you can keep constant tracking within your desired field of view is probably the hardest part. Once you've done that, just setting the curves and stuff is easy. Oh, hello. It's still only the guy in the Huey. God damn it. Let's see about just dogfight. Let's see if I can get my ping low enough to get in. I don't think I'll be able to, but we'll try it. And it takes so long to refresh too. God damn it. Wish the resolution on my Rift wasn't garbage. I'd love DCS in full VR. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. I don't want to get I don't want to get a VR set now and then have resolution issues with it. I'd rather wait. I don't think I'm going to get my ping low enough to even join. That's the issue here. I've never seen it dip below 380 for this server. Which really sucks, because this is the kind of server I'd love to play on all the time. Just go in guns only on people. We'll give it one more refresh, but I don't think I'm going to get there. Probably doesn't help I've got my playlist going as well, so that's using some download bandwidth. Yeah, no, 380 is as low as I'm going, so that's not going to work, unfortunately. I wonder what Buddy Spike's doing. Oh wow, team balance has gone the complete opposite direction now. Now everyone's on red. Alright. Georgia at war's pretty full up. And it's going to restart soon, so I won't join that just yet. If it's going to restart soon, there's no point. What else have we got on here? Probably not a lot. While I'm waiting for Georgia at War to restart, so it should be about on the hour it restarts. We'll mix it up a bit. We'll do Nevada, MiG-21, dogfight. Now the problem is the AI Phantom gets very predictable once you get on its tail. It just starts vertically looping and it gets easy to kill, but whatever. This is less practice for me actually getting on the Phantom's tail, because that's easy. It's more practice for actually keeping track of him and not stalling myself into the ground, and also my deflection shooting, because he will always be in a turn when I have a shot on him. So we'll do a bit of this just to kill some time while I wait for the server to restart, and we'll jump in Georgia at war and see who wants to play Rio. Hey, we're finally in. And the game immediately freezes, good meme. I'm not even going to bother setting my radar for low altitude, I don't really use it in this mission anyway. Oh, we're having this song again, I guess. Like I said, it likes repeating for some reason. He's actually kind of hard to follow on this map. It's almost like the AI reacts better to this map than it does to Caucasus, somehow. Don't ask me how that works, but it appears to be the case. I'm on him now, though. Not enough lead. At least I think it was not enough. Too far to the right, too far to the left. Come on. Ooh. Come on, come on. I've got to get the hang of using the fixed sight to range him. Or like to lead him. The reason I'm not using the gyro sight is because it's really skittery and unpredictable and lags behind, so it's easier to use the fixed net, to be honest. Just trying to memorize the size of his full planform when I actually do get hits. But you can see what I mean. When you get behind him, he just starts infinitely vertically looping. I think that actually went past him. Oh, he's vanished. I hit him, I think. Wait, no, that's just engine smoke. He's come out of burner. At least he's finally stopped looping, hey? really hard to see if the tracers are going in front or behind. Oh, nope, that was perfect. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to see where the tracers are going, because that's how you tell if you're leading too much or not enough. If the tracers are dropping in front, you're not leading enough, and if they're dropping behind, you're leading too much. So, just gotta try and watch what they're doing. Actually, I have an idea. Hey Pom, do you want a dogfight? I do have Tawny's mission, which I yoinked. I could always try setting up a server. I don't know if the server would be stable or not while I'm streaming, but that could provide us some entertainment for a while. I doubt I would come out of it very well, though. Careless of me, I let the nose pull too hard. Just about stalled. Now at this height, recovering from a stall isn't hard. The main issue is that if the nose drops off suddenly, you get negative G on the engine and you'll have the engine flame out from fuel starvation. Which you really don't want at any altitude. Especially not in the middle of a dogfight. No, there's no way that was going to hit. That was a total Hail Mary. We're getting there. Here he's going to go vertical and he's going to start his loops. Not sure if I've got enough power to follow him up, but it looks like he's going to hook over the left, so that's alright. I can follow him through that. The thing is, he can't get too slow either, because the F-4 doesn't handle low speeds very well. I mean, the MiG-21 doesn't, but the F-4 is probably even worse for it, to be honest. Thing is, I have to follow him in a lag pursuit here, because if I try and pull a lead pursuit, or even a pure pursuit, I'm going to stall the aircraft and probably have my engine flame out from negative G. I have actually compressor stalled the MiG-21, like, not fully compressor stalled it, but had the compressor start banging. It's very hard to do, it doesn't do it very often. I think I was in full burn and pulled like a max G pull, and that was the only way I could get it to do it. Okay, now we're getting into a good position. If we can just keep following him through these loops, he's easy meat. I just don't want to lose him under the nose. Yep, there he is. Oh, too far to the left. Didn't have myself lined up very well. Come on. Come on. I might get him on this one. Oh, maybe not. Not enough lead. Let's see. Really, the only practice I'm getting out of this is deflection, because he just does the same tactic over and over, and it doesn't work. Like, this is a really stupid way to try and lose a MiG-21, even in a Phantom. There we go. Because I can just follow him through the loops and eventually get him with a shot like that. There's a flyable F4 mod though. Yeah, I know, but a lot of, I don't know. A lot of the mods seem like the flight models are kind of hacked together. So I'd rather wait for the actual F4 to come out from Belsimtech. Well, from ED now since they've remerged, but just because I can't be 100% sure of the fidelity of the flight model. And I'd rather get used to fighting the F4 as I'm going to see it in the game than something different. And, oh look, integrity check failures. I'm going to have to restart the game. For some reason, playing single player fucks up my integrity check. Go figure. Just DCS things. Okay, it's restarted, I think.